up in the seat and you got to work all your lights for it. And this is part of your pre-trip inspection, but this is the in-cab part, okay? So, what will happen is he's going to tell you to hop up in here. All right. When you get up in here, what's the first thing you think you might want to do?
Put on your seatbelt?
No, adjust your seat, because a little short fucker like me's in there. How you going to sit near your knees will be up here, okay? So first thing you want to do is get your seat adjusted and get yourself comfortable, okay? Make sure you can push that clutch in right, because if you can't push the clutch in, and I got this seat way back, how am I going to drive? Think about it. Look at me right now. Turn on that dome light so you guys can see. How am I going to drive like this? I can't, can I? Okay, so get your seat adjusted. Get yourself comfortable. Remember now, he's standing back there and he's saying you got to work your lights for him because he's going to check your lights. But he's not going to give you any directions. You have to do it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So once I got my seat adjusted and I'm comfortable, the second thing I'll do is turn my ignition to the on position. See how my ignition is on? Okay. Now he's standing back there. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to do my left turn signal. I'm going to do my right turn signal. I'll show him my four-way flashers are working. Okay, then from there, I'll tap on my brakes and show him my brake lights are working. Okay, then I'll turn on my headlights and that'll show my tail lights are working and my ID lights are working back there. Once I'm done with that, okay, then he's going to come and he's seen them all working. He's going to come around, he's going to walk up in front of me. And as soon as while he walks up, I'm going to click my lights back off for a second. Now here he is, he's standing right there in front of me. Then again, I'll work my left turn signal for him and show him it's working. My right turn signal, my four-way flashers. Okay, then I'll click on my lights and that'll show my headlights are working and my top lights are working up here. Now those are all working. Then I'll give him my high beams, show him my high beams are working. Now, he's gonna walk around here, he's gonna sit where you're sitting. As he walks around, I'm gonna turn that ignition back off, click my lights off and wait for him to get comfortable. Once he's sitting in the truck, now I'm going to finish my pre-trip inspection. So I'll start with my seat belt. And I'll say my seat belt is not cut, torn, or frayed. It is not damaged. It is properly secured. It latches and unlatches correctly. Then in the test truck, your reflective triangles and your fire extinguisher should be right here, obviously. And, you know, they can't be here in this truck, but that's where they'll be. So we'll imagine they're there. I have 3 red reflective triangles in good working condition, properly secured to my floor. I have a fire extinguisher. It is properly rated and fully charged, and it is properly secured to my floor. Then from there, I'll point over there and I'll say I have spare fuses. Then I'll point to my mirrors and say my mirrors are clean and adjusted. Then I'll point to my windshield and say my windshield has no cracks, no illegal stickers, no debris, it is not damaged, and it is properly secured. Now I'll look over at him and say, sir, I'd like to do a safe start for you. So what I will do is I will push in my clutch, make sure my truck is in neutral, make sure my brakes are pulled. I will turn my key on only and show you my ABS light is working. Then now I'll start the engine. I'll check my neutral once more, and I'll get my feet off the pedals. Sir, that was my safe start. Now from there, I'll start on my dash. My oil gauge is working and rising to proper oil pressure. My water gauge is working and rising to proper temperature. My voltmeter is working and holding a steady charge. My air gauges, they are working and air is slowly building. Now you see how I was pointing, I'll slide my hand out and what do I got right here? My horn. I'll tell it, my city horn works, my air horn works. Now from there I need to finish up my dash, so I'll turn on my lights and now I'll show him that my left turn signal indicator is working, my right turn signal indicator is working, my four-way flasher indicators are working, and now my bright light indicator is working. Then if I reach over here and I shut off my lights, my windshield wipers are right next to it. Then I'll show him that my windshield wipers work on high speed and they work on low speed. My washer fluid itself is spraying and working. My windshield wipers themselves are not damaged and they are properly secured. Now from there, if I look down, what do I got? I got my heating system, don't I? So I'll set it on the hot right here. I'll put it on defrost. my hand up here and tell him that my fan works on high speed on defrost and it works on low speed on defrost. Then I'll switch it over to the floor and I'll reach my hand down here and tell him that my fan works on high speed on the floor and low speed on the floor. Once I'm done doing there, if you notice I did a little pattern, I'll circle it in my mind. I got everything covered. That way, you know, if you're always doing everything the same way, what's going to happen? You'll do it. It's just a habit. It's muscle memory. Once I'm done with that, okay, then what I'll do is I'll say, sir, I'd like to do a tug test for you. I'll push in my clutch. I'll select myself a low gear. Okay. Then I'm going to tell him I'm going to release my parking brakes and I'm going to give my trailer brakes a tug. I'll push in my parking brakes. I'll lift up my clutch slowly. My trailer brakes are working and holding, sir. Now what I'll do is I'll set my parking brakes and release my trailer brakes and give my parking brake a tug. I'll lift up my clutch slowly. Sir, my parking brakes are working and holding. Now, I'll take my foot and cover my service brake. I'll push in both my protection valves. And now, sir, I'm going to pull my truck forward approximately 5 miles an hour, and I'm going to check my service brakes. So, I'll take my foot off the brake, let out my clutch, give it a little gas, pull it forward, push in my clutch, apply my brake softly. Sir, it did not pull to the left or right, so there's no adjustment needed. I'll put my truck back in neutral. I'll pull my brakes, get my feet off the pedals, and this is where I'll tell you I've completed my pre-trip inspection. Okay? And that has to do with the outside and the inside. When you're done here, you're done with your pre-trip inspection. Okay? Now you're going to go to your second test, which is called a 3-point brake check.